week. On defending, give me some of the stuff that we talked about. First principle of defending is what?
Keeping your distance.
No, quite the opposite. Close.
Space, making sure you have enough people back.
You guys are saying good things, I don't want to discount them, but the first principle is pressure. You have to have pressure on the ball. Look what happens when you don't have pressure against Ronaldo. What does he do? Smash it in the top corner from 30 yards. If there's 3 players stood in front of him, he don't shoot, right? Or if he does, he gets blocked. But because there wasn't any pressure on the ball, we can see goals. So first principle is pressure. Second principle is what? It's the stuff you guys are just talking about, denying space in behind. It's called cover, yeah? So you've got pressure, get some pressure around the ball. Why doesn't your whole team press? Because then there's no cover, there's no denying space in behind, yeah? And the final thing is you can have pressure on the ball, and you can have a bit of cover, but your team can be off balance. So that's why we need to make sure that there's players down the left, players down the right, we're covering both sides as best we can. We're trying to occupy the centre as much as possible. We try and make sure we've got some balance. You got it? The reason I'm reiterating all that stuff is if you don't get that right, then there's no problems to solve for the attackers. So I can't coach the attacking team if the defenders are just absolute goofballs doing everything wrong. Yeah? If you guys defend properly, then we will have challenges as attackers and then we'll coach it. You got it? First couple of minutes, we're just going to play. Mom, can you be keeping up there for the blue team for me?
Oh.
Yes, Casper, finish! Blues, good pressing, good! Rebalance, Blues, rebalance! Blues, alright, Josh. Okay. Oh, sorry, mate, sorry. How long do these ladies take? Man, come on, we're a man down here.
Go on. Man on, man on.
So you've got to make sure that's right. But you've done that all so far. Okay, so we've got red team, my team. There's only 4 of us outfield. Get rid of that. And we'll get rid of that just so there's no confusion. The yellow is the ball and the blues are the blues. Right, everyone got that? Is that clear? Right. First thing we're going to look at today is support play. A big part of being a good attacking team is support behind the ball. Okay? Now you can run around ahead of the ball and technically you're offering support, but the focus today, when that ball's out wide or it goes forward or there's an attack going on, we need to make sure that as the other team starts to put that defensive work in, get us under pressure, get some cover, deny spacing behind, that we have support players behind the ball. You got it? Those support players are going to be crucial. Why do we support behind the ball? Good. I like it. Good. Any other reason? Do you know what support play behind the ball turns into?
If like the ball comes loose, on pick it up there.
Good. So you can pick up on loose balls. You know, if over here it's Casper versus Zane, right? And Ruben's going, yeah, I'm supporting. And Casper's an idiot and ignores all the support, which he wouldn't do. But if he did that and Zane pinches the ball, what does he turn into? What type of player? A defender. Who's providing some what? Cover. Yeah? So support play can turn into cover play if you lose the ball. That's why it's important. That's why we don't go, let's just put everybody forward. Got more chance of scoring. If you lose the ball, you have to have some cover. Yeah? The other reason that we do it, the support play behind the ball is so important, is like Caleb said, if there's no way forward and we can't find a way in, well, how about we play a switch? We go to play the switch, it gets cut out, and then on the counter attack, yeah? If we have good support play, it allows us to come out and come back in the other side. And that might be your new way in. You got it? Then, by doing that, you might find the other team to be off balance. Remember how important we talked about balance being? What we're going to try and do today is off balance the defensive team as the attackers. That will come through switches in play, but sometimes the switch can't be a direct switch. we might have to play backwards, use support players, and then play out the other side. Make sense?
Is this what happened with Gerard then? When he slipped, there was no one else.
Player in the team to be the support player. They will play at the base of the diamond. So you have two wide players, you have a striker, you'll always have your support player. It can't be me or Moni. That's too easy. So who's going to do it? Josh, I'll put him back here for the red shirt. Who's going to do it for the blues? Okay, you're going to start there. Don't worry, we'll take it in turn. Team, ready, play.
Well done. Kai can come out the other way. Go and have it now. Mackay, that's where he needs you. That's where he needs you. There you go. Man on. Well done. There you go. There you go. Go on then. We've got a step. Law strong. Go on then. Mackay, check your shoulder. Oh. Get there. Please come out the other side. Well in. Man on, man on. Zane, well back. Yes, Mackay's there. Well done. Come out the other way. Good boy, well done. Get there. And again, off a spot, off a spot. He might need you, he might need you. He might need you again. Well done. Zane, good feet.
No support player and you've been lazy or you're in the wrong position, Casper just focuses on this. Run the ball, tackle, win it, it's easy. As soon as he gets the second thing to worry about, then there might be more chances of he getting through. So another reason support players are important is to give the defenders a second thing to worry about. Yeah? Not just the ball, but the option of where the ball might go. Casper's now dealing with that, so I might not even play to him. I might go to his actually more straight on position. That's why support players there. Got it? I want to change the support player on both teams now. I know Josh knows how to do that job, he's done it well. Behind. Or another way for it. Restart. Reset. All those ways. Those give you more information than pass. Pass can be any direction to any player at any time. It's more useful than Casper. He's shouted out a few times. Casper, there's 4 different people which shout Casper. Does that help? I've got no idea where any of it came from or what that means. If I'm in here and I hear behind, yeah. The other thing that's important is not just the word, it's the urgency that we say it with. Josh, get the ball. Caleb, shout behind. Behind! It's alright. Caleb, shout behind 3 times. Ball. Shout it. Behind! Is that different? Because he's telling urgently. He's saying, give me. You're going to lose it. Or, I've got a great pass, so I need it quick. And then I can play my great pass, yeah? So, you guys, your job is not just support play, it's communicating as a support player. Make sense? Go! Talk to him.
Go on, Zane louder. Zane louder. Well done, you two. Oh. Got to win that. Got to win that. Well done. Go on then. Tell him still there. Man on now. Man on now. Well done. Go on then. Body in, Isaac. He's on your back. He's on your back. Yes, yes, I'll have it if you need. Man on now. I'll play it out. Back inside. On his touch. Force him back, Mackay. Well done. Zane, I can't hear you. Offer information. Man on.
You know about communication, you know why you're there, you understand where to be and when. Okay? So you should just be able to do it now. Still not a bit worried. How loud is Casper again? If you can rate him out of 10, is he like 10? 0? 8? Is he as loud as I am? He's not 10, right? Is he as loud as John? Maybe a 6 or 7. The problem is, if you can't be heard, you won't get it. So if you're a kid that's like a 3, like Isaac, it's quiet. But that's his feet while we're talking. But when Isaac's the support player, what's the worry? That he just won't say enough. People won't know that he's in a great support position. So what you've got to do in this game, guys, is make yourself heard. Yes, low, behind! It'll almost be too loud, yeah? And then the guy can't ignore you. Play! Freeze! I just said, Law, can you go back and take the corner again? What's the correct answer?
No.
No! I'm a support player. You mad? I'm not going to go stand at a corner flag. Right? You think Fabinho takes the corners? Absolutely no chance. So, Law, the way that you got him was great, and you nearly ended up scoring. Sometimes he was set back. That Matic didn't do it. But the ball goes out. Corner. Yeah, support player, and someone else has to take that. Makes sense. What you would never see, well, I haven't seen it once, what you wouldn't see is like a goalkeeper take a throw in, would you? Because he's too far out of position. You got it? So you've got to make sure you've got a support player, reset that position, and someone else do it. Got it? Play. Can we tick it off? I'd say so. I think the communication's been good, the positioning's been good, the use of it has been good. So I'm pretty happy with support play. So we'll give you a big tick, support play, right? There's a reason that we introduced support first, and it's because the next bit that we talk about is completely useless without it. The next bit we're going to talk about is width. So, blue team have got the ball out here, yeah, on the wing. The guy's looking to try and beat his man. His opposite winger is trying to maintain width to increase spaces and exploit as much space as possible, right? The red team are now trying to defend. So we have width, but do we have any support behind the ball? Technically we do, but it's from the keeper. That might be a little bit of a risky pass. When we don't have support play, then the only chance we've got of playing with any width is for that direct switch. And we talked earlier about how a direct switch can be easy to cut out, and then all of a sudden we can see the goal. So the reason we dealt with support play first as an attacking team is now when I'm focusing on the width and I want players playing out wide and I want us to use the width to play the ball out wide, we might need to use that support player as a what? I don't know what that's called. If that's a seesaw, what's the bit in the middle called? Anyone know?
Conductor.
The what?
Conductor.
Conductor.
No.
What's it? Starts with P. I. V. O. T. Pivot. Yeah? You ever seen Friends? They're trying to get that sofa up the flight of stairs. Moss is just shouting, pivot! Anyway, nothing to do with the session. But it's the pivot. So when the ball goes back and comes out the other side, that's called a pivot play, right? So that pivot player is really important, because if we don't have that support player, then when this guy tries to play the switch and it gets cut out, then all of a sudden they're running straight at goal. So we're trying to use the pivot and the support play, but where are we now trying to base our attacks? What areas?
Wings.
Wide. The wings, yeah, out wide. When the ball goes out wide, Caleb gets the ball here. He pings the ball out wide to Josh. Josh makes a great run down the line, swings the ball into the box, and the keeper just catches it because we didn't have any what? No, we didn't have any. We didn't have anybody in the box. Not everybody to score. Okay. So what I want to see here is pivot and support play behind the ball. We've already talked about that. Isaac is going to be it for the blue team because he's not been it yet. I think Ruben's not been it for the Reds. But we don't need to focus on that bit. You guys can now just do that job. You'll do it really well because the wide players are going to use you to find each other, make it cross into the box. The guy at the top of the diamond, the only player we've not referred to yet, has got to try and get in the box and score. Make sense? Great cross! Oh, the cross was brilliant.
Oh,
Why wouldn't you? They're in good wide positions. What are they trying to exploit? Spaces, yeah? So, part of defending is denying space, but part of attacking is trying to exploit space. So, when we put players out wide, what does it do to defenders? Hopefully, it pulls them wider, right? This guy goes to start trying to put some pressure on the ball. What is it creating here? Space. Not just a space. What is that?
1v1.
That is a 1v1. If we don't have width and everybody can tuck in and defenders can do this, then it's like a 3v3. Maybe not even as good as that. So what we're trying to do by separating is A, exploit space. Defenders didn't come with us. Boom, Zane's in, goal, right? Or B, take them out there with you. Ha! Give me this ball 1v1 because it's Law versus Ruben. And my money's on Law to rainbow flicking the score. You got it? So we're trying to sometimes create 1v1s in central areas through width. Or if defenders think, ha, I'm not falling for that, we'll stay really narrow and protect the middle. Then what do you get? Loads of space to exploit out wide. Yeah? You can't really lose. The only thing that will cost you is when your players go wide and he's in here and you give the ball away cheap and you end up conceding from it. So you've got to make sure you've got good possession of the ball for the width to start to happen. Come and show me what you mean then. Because I like the fact that you're even entertaining the idea. Go on. So blues are attacking, yeah?
Yeah, because blue comes in there, they play on two and then goes
I love that. Yeah. The other thing that happens then, and this happens quite a lot, is he comes towards the ball to come support because he needs a bit of help, right? And as he does that, we collapse and we lose a bit of what?
space.
We lose a bit of space, we lose a bit of width. Yeah? See how we've got less width? So this guy starts to tuck in, and then my striker can regain the width. And these guys trying to play their little combinations in here or out here, now all of a sudden what have we lost?
Height.
The striker, the length. Instead he goes in there. There's absolutely no positions in this game, guys. All I want you to do is do your best to make sure there's always some support play. You've always got some width, and make sure you've got some movement ahead of the ball. Okay, we'll not touch too much on movement yet, we'll come to that. But if this guy has to dribble inside like Zane did, yeah, and ends up having to play a pass to here and it goes out to the keeper and we all end up out of position, all we need to do is just make sure we refine that width and make sure we've got support. It's not about position, it's about our team keeping the principles.
What if, so, this guy had the ball,
Yep,
and then he was up there still,
yep,
and then this guy came up, did this guy come back?
exactly, because what's he trying to recover?
So it's
Yeah, denying space in behind. That's called a recovery. Yeah, it's cover, but you've lost it, so you recover. That's good. That's from a defensive point of view. He's looking for the attacking side as well. Yeah. Right, red team. We need some width. I don't care who plays there at the moment. Caleb, we need to exploit space from behind. Yeah, go high, go high. Josh, gonna sit like Isaac, he's trying to split that distance in half, so you might be able to help him there. Quick! Take it in. Good job. Space it down. Quick! Quick! There he goes. One chance behind him here. Can't see it.
Man on. All in. Man on. Yeah, Mackay. Well done.
Good recovery, well done, Caleb. He's got side.
Help him, Mackay. Help him, Mackay. Help him, Mackay.
Oh, look. Go win. Go. Oh, sorry, Captain.
Yellow. Yes, yes, Isaac.
Right, freeze. Losing, not win. There, what have you knocked off? And he led. Now, we said to Ruben, drop in and get it. What's the difference between dropping in to get the ball and just standing in here? Anyone know? If I stand here with Josh and drop in, what might you do? You might follow me and we might get a move in there. If I just come and stand in here, Mon play with the ball, then he comes as the ball arrives and smashes through the back. Yeah? So I've got to make sure that I'm moving into space, not standing in it. If I stand in it, it gets cut out. If I move in there low, you might take him with you. You might not, but either way you should get success. Isaac, when he moves, you move. Yeah? Play.
Mackay, next movement.
Good. Isaac, second move.
Oh. Jane, switch!
Good recovery, Casper. Good recovery, Caleb. Well done. So we talked about dropping into the ball and moving ahead of it. We talked about width and support play. Sometimes you will run away from the ball. Right? So most of the movement we've seen from the striker is come and get it, come and get it, come and get it. Sounds good. What's the problem? If he comes and gets it and Josh comes with him, what do we lose? Law go in there. Josh go with him. We've just lost space, haven't we? Just denied ourselves space by coming too deep. So we always need to make sure that we have some length to the attack. That might come from a different runner, or what Law can do is before he goes in there, look how small the space is. Law, come up here, where you were. Right, Law, run behind him. Run behind him. Josh, stay with him, man. Stay with him. Don't let him run up there. Right, Law, now come in for it. Now come in for it. What's he got? A bit more space, right? Now Josh is not an idiot. As soon as someone runs behind him, he goes, you're offside, you Jonah. But what if Josh's fullback is over there tying his shoelace? Do you know? Have you checked? Have you looked? Can you just assume that I'm definitely offside? No. I'm not clever players will do the law. He's not run away from him. I'll run through him. Yeah, give me it. And I've just bought myself. It might only be 4 yards of space. Do you know what I can do in 4 yards? I can skill, I can shoot, I can rainbow, I can do whatever I want. But if I don't do that, Lord, and I just go, oh yeah, I need to drop in, I got told to drop in, I'll drop in, then Josh just comes with you and you get no space. You got it? So now I want to see the attacking player's movement. Give us a bit of length if you can. Okay? If that doesn't work, if the guy comes with you, then you can drop in. But if we all just drop in, we just end up too compact, we can't play. Got it? Who's the striker for each team? We need to know this. Ruben and Law. That's what I want to see from you two. Right. Ruben, are you ready? Ruben, go high up. Go high, go high, go high. Take the kite with you. Take the kite with you. Right. Ruben, now drop it. Ruben, now drop it. Casper, perfect. You see how we're trying. Where's Caleb? Where's Caleb? Keep from Ruben. Nice switch from Caleb. Good. Support plays here for you, Caleb. You get stuck.
Turn.
don't know if anybody else noticed this, right? Josh is over at left back over here. Law was here. There was nobody behind him. And he ran about 10 yards this way to go get the ball. Did he need it? No. Why did he? Instinct. That's the nice way of saying it. The real way of saying it is he didn't have a clue where anybody was. He just ran into the ball. He looked at the ball, went, oh, ball. No. What he needs to do is go. I don't need to run for that. I'm saying, come on, give me it. I've got space at the time. You've got to know your surroundings. You've got to know what's going on around you. In the same way, it's important to know when someone's marking really tight. It's also important to know when you've got loads of space. And you've got to be aware of what's around you. Let's play. Okay, sorry, it's all right. We'll be back.
Doesn't turn. Well done. And again. Come on. Yeah, set me. Set.